Hey everyone, it's Laura here from makingcardsisfun.com, and it's time for another Saturday Sunday card and video. Today I'm going to be creating a card with a very fun sequin shaker, and I'm also going to use some new stamps of Mama Elephant. So I'm going to start out with a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch cards, and it's cut out of white Nina cardstock. And I'm going to start by stamping a background. So I'm going to use, let's see which stamp sets. I'm going to use the Honey Bunny stamp set by Mama Elephant. And I'm going to stamp the little heart. Okay, so I'm going to use Surf Blue ink by Simon Stamp. Okie dokie, so I just finished stamping the whole background, and as you can see I stamped a lot of hearts. Okay, so now I'm going to create a sequin shaker. So over here I have 2 pieces of acetate, and these measure 2 1/4 inch by 3.5. Okay, so this time I will be using like the bigger foam squares, but I actually recommend using foam tape because it will go very fast, and when you use like regular foam squares then it will take a little bit more time, but I think that the result is really worth it, so I don't really mind. There we go. So I just created a whole frame using foam adhesive, and now it's time to remove the backer sheets, and well, then I can start filling up my sequin shaker, and that is always the most fun part. Okay, so I'm going to fill my sequin shaker, and I'm going to use Sequins by Pretty Pink Posh. So the first color that I'm going to use is the aquamarine color, and this is just a really beautiful bright blue. And well, the name of the color reminds me of the movie Aquamarine. I really love that movie, and I think I watched it about 6 or 7 times, and I still have it on DVD, so I probably should watch it again. But now I'm just going to create my card. So I'm going to use quite a lot of them. And okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to add a couple more. And there we go. And then I'm also going to use some of the fresh mint sequins. There we go. And then of course I'm going to add some of the sparkling clear sequins because I'm totally obsessed with them, and I just feel like I have to use them on each card, because every time that I feel like a card isn't finished, I just reach out to the little sparkling clear sequins by Pretty Pink Posh, and I really don't know why, but I just really love them. And I think it's just because they're like super clear, but they also are shiny, and it's like kind of a mirror. So now it's time to finish the sequin shaker. So I'm just going to add this frame, the other piece of cardstock, the other piece of vellum I mean. I'm going to adhere it. There we go. And now we have like a fun little shaker. And of course I still need to cover up the pieces of foam, so I'm going to use some washi tape, and this is washi tape by Freckled Fawn. And it is also in mint, so it matches the mint sequence perfectly. Okay, so now I'm going to cut off the edges of the washi tape because this doesn't look very pretty. So I'm just going to use it. I'm just going to use my EK Success Color Bee scissors. Okay, so now it's time for an image, and I'm going to use a super cute stamp set by Mama Elephant called Just Hatched. And I'm going to stamp this little peacock, I think it is, and then also the little chicken. Okay, and I'm going to do some watercoloring. So I'm using some Simon Says Stamp watercolor paper, and then I'm also using Jet Black ink. Jet Black Archival ink by Ranger. So I'm going to ink up my stamps. Okay, so first I'm going to use broken china, and I'm going to scribble it onto my work surface, and I'm going to pick up the ink with a pencil brush. Okay, so I'm just coloring the image. And I'm coloring it very well. I don't have like a specific technique for it. I just do whatever I like. And then I'm going to color the turkey or the bird or the peacock or, well, whatever animal it is. I'm going to color his face, and I'm going to use pumice stone. And there we go. And I'm actually going to cover his whole face in the pumice stone color, just because I think it looks kind of cute and, well, a little bit fluffy as well. Maybe it looks like a little bit fluffy. Okay, and then I'm going to color the rest of his face in wild honey. His little nose. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to cut out these little two images, and I actually have the coordinating die cuts for them, so that makes it very easy. So I'm just going to try to line this up. Okay, there we go. So I just ran these images through my Big Shot machine, and now I'm going to remove the washi tape. Okay, so I also stamped and die cut the piece of grass, so I'm going to adhere it over here. I'm going to use some regular Tomo Mono multi-glue. I also want the sentiment out of the stamp set, so I'm going to use the little speech bubble that says hello, and I'm going to use some of the same Green Hills ink that I use for the grass, just so it matches a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp that. So it took me like ages to line this up, but I finally got it, and now I'm going to run it through my Big Shot machine. This big square over here for the turkey. And then another piece of dimensional adhesive for the speech bubble. Okay, and I'm going to use just a small piece of tissue paper, and this is like regular white tissue paper, but you could also use like you could also use it in color. But, I'm going to use some Tomo Mono multi-glue again to adhere the piece of tissue paper. I'm just going to add about 4 little dots of adhesive. Oopsie doopsie. There we go. And then I'm going to adhere the sequin shaker piece also with Tomo Mono multi-glue. And I'm just adding glue on a dimensional adhesive so that it won't show up. There we go. Okay, so that's it for this week's Saturday Stem Day card and video. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back next week. Bye!